Support for tonight's program was provided by Les Schwab Tire Centers, where doing the right thing matters. Experience the Les Schwab difference at your neighborhood Les Schwab Tire Center or visit us on the web at leschwab.com. And by Pizza Hut, the flavor of now, featuring all your classic favorites plus bold new flavor choices. Located at 3302 Commercial Street Southeast, phone 503-364-7286.
Will our torchbearers please come on up and light our torch? Tonight they are being carried by Hannah Lee and Haley Silva. Hannah is our 2020 ASB president, and Haley is our senior class president.
Do you want a baton? Ready?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and our class of 2019. Love it. I am Craig Swanson, the proud principal of the best high school in Oregon, and I welcome you to beautiful Olympic Stadium and Sprague High School for tonight's graduation commencement for the Sprague Olympian class of 2019. Please be seated. We have graduates here tonight whose post-secondary plans are to serve our great country in the military. If you are one of those graduates, please stand at this time so our audience can thank you for your future service to America. If you are in the audience tonight and are also a veteran, please stand at this time. Thank you for your service. And now, at this time, everyone else, please rise for the playing of our national anthem by our Sprague Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Dr. Richard Greenwood and Mrs. Lisa Hansen. Please be seated. Tonight will be the final night our band performs under the direction of Dr. Richard Greenwood as he is retiring. Dr. Greenwood was the director of bands at Central Florida University and came to us in 2009. He has developed our band program into one of the most respected bands in the state. Dr. Greenwood, where are you out there? Yeah, please stand up so we can see you. Stay standing. Stay standing. During his 10 years at Sprague, only 2 high schools have won a state championship in band, and his Sprague Olympians are one of them. Dr. Greenwood, thank you for your years of service to our student musicians. Diane Munson, please stand. Diane Munson is a school office specialist who completed a 27-year career in the Salem Kaiser Public Schools, the last 8 of which were at Sprague High School. Thank you for your service, Diane. Another Sprague staff member retiring, but shockingly was unable to be here tonight, is Brian Hatzenbeeler. Mr. Hatzenbeeler graduated from Sprague, taught for us over the past 28 years, and has most recently led our CAD CTE program and been voice of the Olies at our home football games for most of his career. Thanks to Mr. Hatzenbeeler for his commitment to our Olies. I would also like to thank CCTV, Alpha Sound, and Gettner's Gardens for their help in making this ceremony as excellent as possible. It is an honor to introduce some distinguished guests we are fortunate to have with us on stage tonight. The student-elected faculty speaker for tonight's commencement helps lead the best sports medicine CTE program in Oregon. He maintains great connections with our staff, students, and community. He also serves as one of our athletic trainers to help keep our student athletes safe. Please welcome teacher, Mr. Kimo Mahi. Wow. Our SKPS school board representative with us tonight is a Sprague alumni and has proudly sent his kids to Sprague with his son Reese in our audience tonight as a 2019 grad. He is the executive director of the Oregon School Board Association and is a tireless worker that supports all students across Oregon, Salem, Kaiser, and Sprague High School. Director Green is concluding an 8-year run as a Salem Kaiser Public School board member, and as a token of our appreciation for all he has done for Sprague and our school district, we would like to present him with a Sprague baseball jersey. Thank you, Director Green. Our next guest came to us from Atlanta, Georgia 2 years ago and is our Director of Communications. We thank her for her commitment to Sprague High School and our district in serving in an extremely difficult role of communications for 40,000 plus students and all that comes with that. Audience, please welcome Mrs. Lillian Govis. Our next distinguished guest is attending her second graduation at Sprague High School. She is a proud high school graduate of Reedsport High School and earned her bachelor's and master's from Western Oregon State College. She has taught elementary school, worked as an adjunct professor at Western Oregon, been an elementary principal, and served as HR director and superintendent in Dallas before coming to Salem Kaiser 5 years ago. She is an amazing leader who puts kids first in every decision she makes, and it is an honor for me to introduce to all of you our Salem Kaiser Public Schools superintendent, Mrs. Christy Perry. Each and every year this work becomes more difficult and more challenging. I believe it also becomes more rewarding. Our students enjoy being at Sprague. They are involved with as many activities and athletics that we can provide, and they consistently outperform students academically across our state. This simply would not be possible without the ongoing and heroic efforts of our outstanding staff at Sprague High School. If you are a Sprague staff member and in attendance with us tonight, please stand at this time. Thank you for all you do. I would also like to thank Mr. Ken Ramirez and Mr. Dwight Roberson for being here tonight. Please stand. Kenny and Dwight have proved quite useful in helping support our Pacific Islander and African American students succeed. Thank you very much. My last introduction is of our parents and guardians. If you are a parent or guardian of a 2019 graduate, can you please stand at this time? Thank you very much for all you do. Our staff has enjoyed our time together, and it wouldn't have been possible without the support that you have given your child and given to Sprague High School. And now my message to the Olympian class of 2019. Salem Keizer Public Schools District's vision is all students graduate and are prepared for a successful life. By being here tonight, you have hit the mark for the first part of that mission, and I congratulate you. The journey has just begun, though. Take some time to rest up after earning your diploma, but don't take too much time. Society needs you to go set new goals for yourself, to aim higher, and to go do something that will feel rewarding while also helping our city, our state, and our country be better places. After spending the last 4 years with you, I am confident you will make us proud well into the future. Thank you for your efforts. The class of 2019 delivered impressive results during their time at Sprague. This year's highlights include Sprague's class of 2019 was the top performing class in Salem Keizer on the SBAC English Language Arts Test. Alex Taloyo was a National Merit Scholarship finalist. We moved our musical to the fall, and we had an amazing musical, The Addams Family, with senior leads Saffron Cooper, James Nelson, Shia Barrett, and Annika Beals. Sprague had OSAA individual state qualifiers with Quincy Beiruti in golf and Elise Abbott in cross country. We had state runners-up with Nathan Barry as a trombone soloist, Ian Schultz in the 100 breaststroke, and Daniel McClung took second in state as a 135-pound wrestler. We had 4 state champions from Sprague this year, as 160-pounder Landon Davis won an individual wrestling title to cap an amazing career. Ellie DiLoretto won the soprano state championship. And Megan Baus and Francesca Thompson teamed together to win a speech and debate duo interpretation championship. We had playoff qualifiers from our teams in lacrosse, baseball, and boys basketball. Good job. Our state placing teams this year were 5th place speech and debate. Boys tennis won a conference championship and placed 4th in state. Choir, string ensemble, and our Oleans also placed 4th at state. Wrestling took home another conference championship and took home a 3rd place state trophy, as did our full symphony orchestra before us tonight. And the highlight of the year for our sports teams took place at Liberty High School when our conference championship volleyball team advanced to the state championship game in front of a packed crowd of Ole Orange. Public school champions. The class of 2019 was so special that we hosted 2 proms for them this year. Congrats on all your accomplishments. Class of 2019, you are now deemed prepared for a successful life. I believe in you. Everybody inside Olympic Stadium believes in you because you have all something special, extraordinary to offer. Sprague Olympians are the best of the best, and it is your time to go do something with your talents and make a positive impact on our world. It has been an honor and a privilege to call myself your principal. I will miss you, and I wish you nothing but success. Thank you. For tonight's student-elected faculty speaker, please join me in welcoming Mr. Kimo Mahi to the podium. As he delivers his commencement speech, find the fun.
That's a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous being up here. I'm used to speaking to classes of 30 or 40, not thousands. I can't imagine why you would ask me, and then I figured it must be because of my good looks. Right? Reality sunk in, and I realized that can't be it. If you were going for good looks, you would have had one of the Trammels up here. They slay. They're also pretty good at basketball, and some of you got to experience that firsthand at Luau. Maybe you asked me because you thought I would pay for your college, like the speaker at Morehouse University's graduation did. If only you were the class of 2020. Then I could see that happening. But whatever the reason, I am truly humbled to be up here in this gown. It's drip. This is very special for me because many of you I've known for over 7 years, being your teacher back in middle school. I'm in the fortunate position where I get to see how you've grown and matured from wide-eyed sixth graders in social studies, which again I apologize for, to wide-eyed, confident, take-on-the-world adults that you are. Most of you. I've struggled with what to speak about, and I've gotten a ton of advice from colleagues, students, my parents, my amazing wife, Stevie. And I think what I want you to take away from tonight, I want you to remember to have fun. I know it's hard to believe, but things are going to get more difficult. As tough as you thought Kleinman and Anderson were. Or as mean as you thought Buchheit and Minyard were. Remember second period? Weights? It will get tougher. As you leave the comfort and security of high school, I hope you continue to have fun. Somewhere along the way, from childhood to adulthood, many of us have forgotten to have fun. The real world can be rough, no cap. But you can still find the fun. Jobs, bills, relationships, all of the things that go along with being an adult can be tough and get you down. Fun will look different for all of you and will most likely change. It may be art or music or sports, or like for me now, it's watching my kids, Ella and Keikoa, play outside, put on a performance, or play their sports. I know some of you are thinking, there's no way teaching can be fun. And that's okay. I love it. I have the best job in the world. I get to hang out with you all and teach you how to be healthy or how to tape an ankle or a thumb. And when it clicks and you finally get it, that's fun. For those of you who are interested in engineering, go create something new. For those of you who are interested in computers, go create a new software or a social media app like Snapchat or Instagram. Not Sinsta, Instagram. For those of you that are interested in medicine, go cure cancer or Alzheimer's. For those of you that are going into the military, thank you. You will be more successful and you will make a difference at if you're doing what you enjoy. We've had some fun this year, from the Addams Family and other productions to football games and homecoming, from public school state champs in volleyball to state championships in wrestling and national championships in racquetball, from band, choir, orchestra concerts to speech and debate, from the boys on the berm to having 2 proms. We've had fun. Another fun part of my job is working in the training room as one of your athletic trainers. This has given me the opportunity to get to know so many of you outside of the classroom. If only everyone knew all the fun we have in there. Whether it's a sports medicine practicum student or an athlete, the training room has become a safe place where you guys can be yourself and spill the tea. With family dinners, Titan tears, confusing the color anthracite with the deadly poison anthrax. The quote board of shame. Polo, do you still want to be a cloud? There is never a dull moment. Even with the knee injuries, back injuries, broken hands, throat punches, concussions, sprained ankles, we still manage to have fun. And yes, we know when you're faking. Unfortunately, we've been faced with some horrific circumstances this year. Some of you have experienced loss and grief far beyond what any high schooler should. Yet you've persevered. Relying on your friends, your family, and staff members, you are now sitting here as a member of Sprague's graduating class, 2019. To all the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, sisters, brothers, and guardians, thank you for trusting us with your most valuable things in your lives. As a parent, I know how difficult it can be to leave your children in the care of others, but rest assured, you've left them with the best. I am extremely proud to be a member of this staff that cares so deeply for your children. I've seen it all from tutoring, retakes upon retakes, extra credit, early mornings, late nights, and weekends. The staff here at Sprague goes above and beyond to make sure your students are successful. I am grateful to be a part of this staff with such fantastic support from our Sprague families and this amazing community. Lastly, graduates, don't forget to thank your families. Most of you probably don't realize all of the sacrifices your parents and guardians have made on your behalf. So give them a hug, a huge thank you for all of their support these last 12 years. And remember, life is about choices. Behave, be safe, go get that bread. Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce to you one of our graduating seniors, Jackie Stewart, who will be sharing her speech entitled, Moving Forward into the Future.
Welcome, students, parents, siblings, administration, members of the community, and every other individual in this audience. As you are probably aware, you're here to watch the class of 2019 walk on stage, and somewhere in there get a special piece of paper and flip these little tassel thingies from one side of our cap to the other, otherwise known as graduation. The class of 2019 only arrived here 4 short years ago, and we are already about to part ways. I remember freshman welcome day as if it were yesterday, and we were all tiny 14 and 15-year-olds worrying about how to get to our next class in 5 minutes or trying to open our unruly lockers. Now, I understand not every memory we have from high school we want to remember forever. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say High School Musical makes high school sound a lot better than it actually is. But it's moments like these where we're able to look back on our mistakes and laugh at them that makes it all worthwhile. Take a moment to think back to your freshman year. What were your dreams? What have you done to pursue them? Throughout the years, I think all of us can attest to having someone crush our dreams, saying we aren't worthy enough, smart enough, or talented enough to do something that incredible. But we also have the people in our lives who do nothing but push us and encourage us to do our best. I have to assume Sprague has somehow been able to acquire the best staff available. I have no doubt in my mind that each one of them truly cares about every one of their students and would do anything to watch their students succeed, even if that means showing them some tough love. I am forever grateful for the hours that I've spent with the staff. Most of the time, I was probably just annoying them by giving them the rundown on what's going on in my life, but they always spoke to me as a friend rather than an instructor. Someone I'd like to point out specifically is Tara Lee. Miss Lee is the head of the theater department here at Sprague and the coordinator of Ole Pageant. Miss Lee is one of the most giving people I've ever met. She tells students when it's okay to talk to her as Lee, the teacher, or Tara, the friend. Many students, including myself, have been given the privilege to talk with her as Tara, the friend, and she is the most understanding, personable, and huggable person whose students feel comfortable sharing their personal problems with. She has laughed with me as I went through my clumsy freshman year and cried with me as I went through a rather emotional senior year. She claims to be the mama bear of her students, and there are no better words to describe her. If ever you need a loyal friend to have your back, you can always count on Miss Lee. There's an excitement in the air, and it's all about each of you. The entire school community, your teachers, your parents, your grandparents, aunts and uncles, and brothers and sisters are so very proud of you today. Most of us can give credit to our parents for our success. I'm sure they would have rather watched us do our work in a much more timely manner than waiting until the very last minute, staying up until 3 a.m, cramming for a test we were aware about 2 weeks prior. Providing a safe place to study and emotional support when we need it are things that can be easily taken for granted, but as the older we get, the more we will learn to appreciate the safety net we have been given, and our children and future generations will benefit from the sacrifices our parents made for us. Forrest Gump is known for his quote, "My mama always said, life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." It wouldn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that Sprague has, indeed, been given the full Whitman sampler box. To say that Sprague has had its fair share of hardships would be an understatement. We have tragically lost Olympians, beloved teachers, and friends and family this year, and the students of Sprague have dealt with more heartache than any teenager should have to deal with. But as crippling as these hard times have been, there is something uniting about crying with someone you hardly know and mourning the loss of a loved one with a teacher or staff member. I truly believe we have become stronger as a whole because of these adversities, and I am so incredibly thankful for all the support that we as students have received because it has helped to shape us into who we are today. Each one of us is different and unique. We all have different paths we are going down, whether it's going to college, going to the military, or going straight to work. I am confident that no matter what we choose to do, the class of 2019 will succeed and leave a lasting legacy at Sprague. Not only will we leave a legacy here at Sprague, but we will also take that legacy and bless other people with that gift. And as you leave the school, you will develop an even greater appreciation for it. We have some of the most politically active, supportive, and ambitious students, and it excites me to think of all the wonderful things we will go on to accomplish in the future. Something that comes to mind was when the students of Sprague came together in a prayer circle around the school and wore ribbons to show their support after we lost not only one student, but 2 students to suicide. It was inspiring to see them come together and mourn the loss of loved ones with a noticeable sense of community despite the circumstances. I wouldn't be surprised to find out one of them went on to become the mayor of Salem, or became a Broadway actor, or got launched to the moon. We have so much talent in this stadium right now, and it would be a shame to see any of it go to waste. It is such a pleasure to share with you the intensity of emotions filling this stadium as you who are graduating close this chapter of your life story. Armed with the skills and knowledge you've attained, I can tell you are all eager to tackle this next phase of life, whatever it might be. In closing, I ask the graduates to join me in a round of applause for the staff, faculty, and families of Sprague High School. Congratulations, class of 2019. We did it! Please welcome Sprague High School's Senior Orchestra Ensemble under the direction of Lisa Hansen to perform See You Again.
have enough room? Okay. Great job, Sprague Orchestra. Assistant Principal Jesse Clayton, can you please join me on the stage to help drape the medallions on our valedictorians and salutatorians? There she is. Congratulations to our valedictorians. Would the following students please come forward to receive the valedictorian medallion? Savannah Joy. Luke Marley. Eden McCall. Alexis Murphy. James Nelson. Haley Purdue. Norman Rem. Josie Smart. Kylie Thalman. And Benjamin Whitson. Congratulations, valedictorians, and thank you for modeling academic excellence throughout your distinguished career here at Sprague High School. And now to honor our salutatorians, will the following students please come forward? Elise Abbott. Brianna Walters. And Claire Warnicki. Congratulations to our salutatorians on your outstanding academic accomplishments. Our final senior speaker tonight is Caitlin Meek. Please come forward. She will be presenting her speech, The Author of Your Life.
Good morning, Sprague! These are your morning announcements. Oh, I'm so sorry, wrong script. 1 second. Good afternoon, Sprague graduates, faculty, family, and friends. My name is Caitlin Meek, and what you may not know about me is that I've been in a position like this before. Well, not quite. But unknown to about 99% of you, I spoke at my 8th grade graduation. I know, quite a big deal. Whew, yeah. And overall, I thought the speech went pretty well, but this 8th grade grad speech did have a pretty cliche message. That you get to control your future. That you get to be the author and the story of your life. Well, if you really want to know how this speech turned out, you can probably find it on my mom's Facebook memories that she just reposted. That's her cheering, by the way. And I was recently rewatching my mom's shaky recording of me stumbling over my words, and I realized that I was, in fact, not the author of my life story. But that's okay. Through high school, I'd come to realize that it's okay to not have control over your future. And here are my 3 reasons why. First, I'm okay with not being the author to my future because it's actually impossible, by the way. So there's no possible way for me me to control every aspect of what will happen to me. From the weather to what people think of me, I can't control these things. Don't fall into the typical grad speech saying that you have the future is yours to take. Because we saw how this didn't happen in high school. Being unable to control the power outage at prom and the questionable weather that's here tonight. On a larger scale, we haven't been able to control problems of struggling families, mental illness, and outright tragedy that we faced. There's always going to be outside factors that impact your stories, making you unable to be the author of your life. As we move on to larger destinations, I'd like to warn myself and my fellow graduates of thinking that ultimate freedom and thus ultimate control is ahead of us. Second, I'm okay with not being the author to my future because I do still have some control. My life is neither written by myself or my circumstances. Maybe you can't control what teacher you got in high school, but you could have chosen to work hard and communicate well with them. Maybe you couldn't control what other schools did in competitions, but you could choose to compete hard and fair. Stories that come to mind for the class of 2019 are our spectacular volleyball team or our newly established constitutional law team. These teams, amongst many others, faced situations that they couldn't change. Yet they saw the power that they had and took hold of it. And they worked hard. We may not have the power to control the weather, but we can choose to dance in the rain and bask in sunny days. We may not be able to control what people think of us, but we can choose to speak with kindness and act with gratitude. Instead of focusing on what you cannot control, find what you have power in. Third, I'm okay with not being the author to my life story because I can use my growing power to do something that's meaningful. It's true. While nothing solely holds the hand to write our futures, but we can make plans and backup plans and back up to the backup plans, and most of us even have a plan after today, even if it's vague and foggy according to your parents. Having plans of college, military, workforce, traveling, these plans allow opportunities for us to learn and gain more power. Having college degrees and job promotions let us influence more people. So I encourage the class of 2019 to use the success that we have in our futures to do something meaningful, even though we're not the writers of our story ourselves. In summary, I hope I've made you aware of some powerful truths this evening. That we can't control everything, but we can control some things. And with this often uneven power balance between us and the world, we can choose to do good things. I'm aware that I'm not the author to my life story. I'm also aware that my grad speech against my best efforts is still cliche. However, with awareness, we can take on the future with confidence, even if we're not the authors ourselves. As I stand here today, as my mom takes another shaky recording of me stumbling over my words, I understand that I am in fact not the author to my life story. But that's okay, because I'm ready for the future. Thank you, graduates. Please welcome Sprague High School's framework under the direction of David Dr. Brown and performance of In My Life. Thank you.
faces I'll remember all my life. Though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
That was amazing framework. Great job. Graduates, are we ready to have some fun? Will our three dignitaries please join me at the podium to present the diplomas? Director Green is a dignitary, Reese. Superintendent Perry, Communications Director Govas, and Board Director Green. I attest that all members of the class of 2019 sitting before us have met all graduation requirements as determined by Salem Kaiser Public Schools and the Oregon Department of Education. Each student has successfully completed the required amount of credits, completed a personalized education plan, and have met all essential skills requirements in mathematics and English language arts. Our readers tonight for calling out the names of our graduates are Kristen Anderson, Sherry Burleson, Melinda Kleinman, Phil Nickel, Justin Trammell, and a teacher who the class of 2019 made a calendar about, Mr. Jeremy Wannock. Will the class of 2019 please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Garrison Keys.
Sophia Ellingson.
Andrew Zeeland.
Andrew Smith.
Alize Makarovitz.
Jack Van Wiesenbeck.
Andrea Bowman.
Luke Merzenik.
Theo Alexander Lassen.
Logan Smith.
Sophia Louisa Pruklang.
Michael Soper.
Morgan Francis Dahl.
Hudson Fishbeck.
Paige Jordan Vaughn.
Josh Keeling.
Kenzie Lynn Sessoms.
Eleanor May Stewart.
Alec Michael Smith.
Elise Kate Abbott.
Suda Basu.
Landon James Sorensen.
Tana West.
Robert Bolin Griffin.
Maddie Marlatt.
Trip Schaefer.
Emily Grace West.
Christopher Ben Montoya.
Wiley James Thompson.
Nathan Cook.
Maxwell Douglas Clydesdale.
Rustin Hayes Moon.
Madeline Queen.
Austin Steiner.
Sophina
Lucy Knight.
Jillian Kratke.
Francesca Bonacina.
Floyd Davidson.
Kennedy Merzenik.
Alonzo McGavis.
Madeline Talon.
Christian Rodriguez.
Annika Faith Beals.
Austin Thompson.
Macy Smith.
Austin Thompson.
Renee Lentz.
Basie Simone Seibert.
Nachama Yisrael.
Madeline Denise Souza.
Malika Tamer Hulett.
Savannah Noel Joy.
Aisha Tamer Hulett.
Shia Joy Barrett.
Emily Kassler.
Caroline Ellen Nettleton.
Elizabeth Rose Andrews.
Anna Abarash Shwaye.
Eliana Veronica Reese.
Isabel Lynn Altman.
Kaya Lynn Ewart.
Alexa Jane Andrew.
Saffron Rose Cooper.
Brian Peck.
Connor Severson.
James Burgess.
Theodore Biggs.
Jordan Gillum.
Matthew Astley.
Kate Lentz.
Reese Green.
Kyle Trento.
Cole Hirschbach.
Darren Oakes.
Will DiLoretto.
Hannah Owen.
Landon Davis.
Cole Nealand.
Daniel McClung.
Augusto Ramon Martinez.
Hogan Arthur.
Charles Stephen Leslie IV.
Riley Murphy.
Jessica James.
Alex Noose Kyle.
Amelia James.
Celinda Joseph.
Olivia Pereira.
Eden McCall.
Justin Laveau.
Ariana Martin.
Angel Wong.
Charles Richardson.
Daniel Asades.
Brandon DeLang.
Ashland White.
Madison Branch.
Samuel Stahl.
Lauren Erickson.
Caden Gray.
Noah Brooks.
Hannah Marie Kennedy.
Karma Lee Maxwell.
Hilly Iodice.
James Nelson.
Caitlin Rose Medina.
Dylan Wickstrom.
Chloe Ann Dana.
Taylor Mahalski.
Billy Joe Jolly.
Sarah Eugenio.
Lauren Taylor Spady.
Michael Blevins.
Isabella Rose Linares.
Jaron Eastman.
Allison May Carter.
Aaron Jacleur.
Macy L. Lepre.
Grant Valandrius.
Caitlin Joy Fisher.
Brogan O'Leary.
Rebecca Bowen Fosdahl.
Magnum Vinecki.
Jacob Michael Luna.
Tyler Kalar.
Brendan Jacob Berryman.
Kaya Kalin Lenneberg.
Elena DiRienzo.
Samantha Hom.
Cass Frink.
Kalani Cade.
Ben Whitson.
Brisa Franco Ramirez.
Sadie Michelle Holt.
Gavino Ramirez.
Ellie De Loretto.
Yeston Garcia.
Megan Elise Olson.
Rulin Quintanilla.
Oscar Lopez.
Joshua Ray.
Jerry Sanchez Garcia.
Connor Young.
Jasmine Rose Pangburn.
Jake Davis.
Samantha Lauren Mathis.
Maximus Garrett.
Ashley Kendall King.
Blake Ginsbach.
Chloe Renee Bell.
Andrew Peterson.
Chris Gaunt.
Wyatt Michael Karp.
Kayla A. Campbell.
Tessa Maxine Griffith.
Sonia Ceballos.
Cameron Curtis.
A. Jake Conley.
Seth Rabejo.
Darren Boss.
Shelby Lynn Dorfler.
Jacob Zollner.
Ashley Taylor Derby.
Jay Conley.
Kimberly Ivy Williams.
Sam Lee.
Maddie Taylor.
Gage Robert Reese.
Elena Reyna.
Nathan Kale Gadberry.
Bree Rose Safina Massey.
Ella Giberson.
Nathan Thomas Berry.
Madison Swanson.
Seth Michael Johnson.
Alexandria Faith Dillon.
Ryan Grant Hubbard.
Eva Tate.
Brady Dean Mitchell.
Megan Grace Ivy.
Juwan Lancaster.
Kelsey Ray Olson.
Lauren Haynes.
Quincy Lynn Beirudi.
Meg Armstrong Donofrio.
Summer Corinne Steckety.
Kayla Dawn Starr.
Rachel Sophia Jimenez.
Eve Garcia.
Dakota Lewis Morales.
Ariana Casures.
Poppy Peak.
Caceres. Sorry. Brandon Byers. I knew it.
Micaiah Rochelle.
Nicholas Leonard Sirocco.
Zachary Tuggy.
Zoe Daniels.
Olivia Schultz.
Jean Bridget Macasiet.
Trevor Davison.
Gabriel Garcia.
Caleb Eaton.
Maxwell Quinn Shaw.
Stephen Van Evil.
Ethan Michael Flanagan.
Polo Rafael Igisamor Tapia.
BJ Capel.
Alyssa Harris.
Gray Jung-Ho Goldsmith.
Megan Donnellan.
Elijah Larson.
Claire Warnicki.
Evan Gerardo.
Addison Martin.
Nathaniel Newland.
Caitlin Nicole Jolly.
Jonathan Urena.
Taylor Joe Nickerson.
Ray Davalos.
Mariah Depew.
Quentin Elliott Roan.
Alyssa Shea Gregory.
Timothy James Sliger.
Kylie Thalman.
Ayla Rain Brown.
Haley Purdue.
Ayla. Caitlin Marie Garza.
John Hanson.
Lane Blackman.
Brandon Hanson.
Dustin Corgan.
Brendan Harris.
Betty Lisa Taloma Taylor Sapiro.
Jeremiah Green.
Kimberly Joe Vasquez Hidalgo.
Tyler Mowery.
Christian Davidson.
Elijah Harper.
Alex Lopez.
Jacob Tunnel.
Natasha Ferreira.
Elizabeth Orlov.
Paige Elizabeth Bay.
Wyatt James Sexton.
Kelly Shea.
Jasmine Marie Brockelman.
Carmen Monleon.
Zachariah Cameron.
Zoe Logo.
Mackenzie Duke.
Olivia Margolis.
Bree Russell.
Alexis Murphy.
Alicia Lozana.
Jacob Huddleston.
Ruben Salinas.
Elizabeth Eder.
Eric Stratman.
J.M. John Moody.
Josue Ociel Roberto Lopez.
Paris Mailou.
Dominic Montandon.
Mary Angel Artunian.
Raquel Coburn.
Cameron Dwayne Shaver.
Merrick Danielson.
Connor Austin House.
Jonathan Levine.
Leela Tellis.
Carson Akimoff.
Cameron Davidson.
Nathan Snegerev.
Brady James Cullen.
Maxwell Mingori.
Alex Chidak Huynh.
Ingrid Georgides.
Jacqueline Stewart.
Angelina Rose Fox.
Lily Noel Eggert.
Julianne Johnson.
Allison Grace Clark.
Ariel Grace Coker.
Paige Faith Williams.
Alyssa Renee Loreen.
Cassidy Ray Value.
Sarah Joelle Zamanek.
Callista Hines.
Taylor Stubblefield.
Michael LaFrance.
Lauren Catherine McMahon.
Hunter Wymore.
Catherine Elizabeth Gage.
Blake Munn.
Jason Page Franklin.
Liv Harrison.
Austin Shoemaker.
Rain Liu.
Alexander Toloyo.
Sydney Gilbert.
Jasmine Smith.
Bethany Pierce.
Ashley Nicole Norton.
Jordan Christine Perry.
Kaylin Brojati.
Izzy D. Jory.
Norman Tyler Rem.
Logan LeCue.
Luke Schubel.
Cody Hefner.
Caitlin Coates.
Savian Johnson.
Eric Austin.
Isabella Kapuras.
Anthony Burgess.
Brenna Geiger.
Liberty Meyer.
Tito Gil Flores Batista.
Emma Maureen Chatwin.
Toby Grayson Simon.
Daniel Amareus.
Cameron Newman.
Vance McQueen.
Haley Robeson.
Jacob Mundall.
Dylan Brown.
Alex Fang.
Matthew Polly.
Garrett Rawls.
Jacob Poole.
Garen Smith.
Zach Schroeder.
Eden Wilkes.
Mackenzie Taylor.
Ella Lorenzen.
Aaron Donner.
Jacob Howcroft.
Lydia Murtha.
Jordan Alexander Whitcraft.
Caitlin Meek.
Michael McLean.
Francesca Thompson.
Tyler Davis.
Brianna Walters.
Rial Fraser Mitchell.
Eliana Tyson.
Ian Daniel Schultz.
Emily Bird.
Luke Thomas Marley.
Samantha Seaver.
Morgan Collins Kearns.
Megan Baus.
Damian Brannon. Aubriana Brannon. Cannon Homa. Elsie Hutchings. Taylor Malbrew. William Terrence Cassidy. Angelica Vitukov. Annika Barrera. Tristan Leibelt. Tarek Burnchin. Jaden Jackman. Unique McGirt. Emily Tao. Tiffany Lynn Metcalf. Liliana Morales. And class of 2019, your last graduate, Brendan Mercier.
Congratulations. Couple of reminders, graduates, you can pick up your diploma after the ceremony concludes in the Commons. They will be available until 9:30. After our senior class president concludes our ceremony, the gates will be open so our audience can come onto the field to meet with their graduates. Please be safe and enter in an orderly fashion. And now, if the graduates would please stand. Please welcome Senior Class President Kenzie Sessoms for the turning of the tassel.
Congratulations, class of 2019. We've made it. Please join me in turning the tassel from the right side of the hat to the left, signifying that we are graduates of Sprague High School. Thank you all for being here. Our 2019 commencement has concluded.
Thank you.